Hey, this is Nintu, also known as Tribune, and I'm here to bring you yet another audio commentary of mine. This is a game I just played. It's a short little Terran vs. Zerg that, I don't know, I just played. Thought I could put some voice to some of the decisions I made during the game. It's also been a while since I've uploaded one, so hey, might as well upload a new one. And before I start, a few people have asked me to do shoutouts, so I feel obligated to do that. I didn't think I had the fan base to really, have shoutouts be anything important, but here it goes. Limbo, Tomfoolery, Me Hi, you're my babies. It's fun playing with you. Here's a shoutout. There's more, I guess. There's Guthrick, there's Meanie, and yeah, I'll think of more later. But you're my core dudes. Working hard in SCA. Eric, of course. SC chick, you can have one too. So anyway, there's my shoutouts. So here I am. I'm starting kind of unconventionally. I'm starting with this 8 racks. The reason I'm doing this is Terran vs. Zerg, as I said. This is on Blue Storm. The thought was that I like opening like this sometimes to try and kill the first Overlord. It's kind of mean, but I like it. And you can even, you can gauge the situation. You can kind of dodge the Overlord if you want to try and go for a bunker rush. It really depends on what the opponent's doing. So, I don't know. I find it, and you can transition into a standard game, and it really puts them off their game, so I like that. So here, I'm going to check to the left first as I'm scouting, because usually they saw my SCV, so they'll try and slip a drone behind and try, because he's thinking I'm going to try and prevent his hatchery. And, so yeah, looking for that, but then I realize, oh, wow, look at that. It's a 5 pool. Great. This is the, I don't know, 6th game in a row on iccup that has been a cheese. And I'm not quick to call cheese. Like, I don't call 2 hatches cheese a lot of the time, but this is cheese, and I hate that. But in any case, I have the perfect opening for defending it, so. But I mean, even if I did a standard wall, I would have been fine. I actually made my first depot down at the bottom because I didn't want to wall off at first, but I put my racks in a position where I can wall off if I need to. In this position, seeing the 5 pool, deciding I need to put it up, I'm safe. Let's wall. We're fine. Bring a couple SCVs in case he's going to try and just live through it, and I'll have to repair, but he didn't decide to do that. And my SCVs didn't go anyway, so it's kind of good for me. So yeah, I like putting that first depot to the side. The reason I didn't wall off immediately was because I want my rallied Marines to be effective immediately instead of having to lift, So here I'm deciding to put up a gas. I'm not gonna put up a CC to try, because no Zerg is gonna think, oh, well, no Zergs that I've encountered are gonna think, oh, I'm behind, I have to catch up economically, because that's technically the right decision. Though I guess you can look at it a different way. Instead, what they're going to do is they're just going to try and cheese you again. If you've seen my other video based on the failed 4 pool transition into 1 base lurker tech, that's what they do. I mean, they're going to transition into some sort of other cheese where they can try and win. They're not going for a macro game. So if you try and play for a macro game, that's what they want. They want you to try and put up a command center, try and get that early economical advantage, and then they're going to get in there with DTs or lurkers or whatever it takes to kill you. So play it safe, especially when you're I don't know, D+ round, C-, C. Those bastards play really, really annoyingly. So play safe. I'm putting up an academy. Not going to stop building those Marines. I'm going to need a lot, because I'm going to have to lift my racks at some point, and I don't want a million speedlings in my face. The early academy will also give me the early scan, because there's no other way I'm going to scout his tech, and seeing seeing what he's up to. If I see a lot of drones, I'm thinking, okay, he is transitioning into a economic game. Alternatively, if I see, a Hydroden and a quick layer with 4 drones, then, 1 base lurker, go. So that's going to give me the edge. Don't, under any circumstances, try to lift that racks and try and get the free OV. It's not a free OV. He's just waiting and baiting you. And lots of people lose games like that. Don't underestimate how many links he has. You have to imagine as if he's been constantly making links this entire time, hasn't built any more drones. Just think that way, because a lot of players will play like that. You lift that racks and you lose the game. So just be careful. I'm going to wait until medics and firebats, and then I'm going to lift. I got the scanner, so I'm thinking, oh, look how many drones he's got. 4 mining, minerals, 3 on gas, with Hydroden coming in a layer. Seen that before. So the decision making is obvious. Right now the factory's coming up. That's going to be useful. I can get like a tank. But actually what I'm doing with that is I'm going to get a starport, because he's not going to have anything to kill wraiths. I'm going to get one wraith and I'm going to kill every overlord on the map, and it's going to be really annoying for him. So I don't know. Like, you have to think like that, you know. He's obviously not going to have anything that could hit air. Every Hydra he's making is going to be a lurker, and he's going to try and break me with it. But if I can get that Wraith up fast, which I theoretically could, you know, taking out those OVs, he won't be able to make any lurkers, you know. Plus, in the meantime, getting that range, saving up your scans, getting an eBay for a turret so I can get detection. I'm now moving out because I have the forces. Walling afterwards, because if he does take this out, I want to be able to stay behind that wall. Here he is. He's just trying to swarm me. He doesn't have speedlings. He was saving for lurkers. Do a little bit of micro, save the fire bats, and that's GG. Kill that extra overlord. I wish I could have shown you like everything else, but he left, so I wanted to kill overlords with wraiths.